Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. Guys, I'm absolutely blown away today. It's the latest update of the N64 core for the MiSTer guys. Well, do you know what? I didn't hear much talk of this on the Discord. I've been in and out. No one's really talking about Rogue Squadron, and I thought, you know what, guys, let me try Rogue Squadron. Maybe it crashes along the way or something. But guys, it booted up. When I got into when the game kind of first launched, there was like a line at the bottom, like a kind of glitch kind of effect. I don't know if we'll see it in this video or not. We'll see if we do. But the good part is once the mission starts, the mission is solid. Now, I'm sure it's not perfect, but the important question is, did I have fun when I played this? Hell yes, I did. And this is one of the games I was so waiting for on the core, guys. One of the games I've always loved. It's the Star Wars games. Me being a Star Wars fan growing up, like many of you guys here on the channel, guys, like this is one of the games I rinsed out on the Nintendo 64. I absolutely loved it. I played it on the GameCube. I've even bought like a version on Steam, which is kind of all right, but I don't know, there's just something magical about the Nintendo 64 version and the GameCube version. And I always just hoped that the Nintendo Switch would get some kind of like a follow-up to the Rogue Squadron games. Honestly, it's fantastic. It played well. I did the first mission. I kind of went on to the second one, and honestly, guys, this is amazing. You've got to check out this core. It is just so good. Okay, so that's the kind of the line I was talking about. I just thought I'd show you guys anyway, because like once you're in the mission, so this is like the scene in front of the second mission, like the cutscene, you know, the intro, the one that just gets that Star Wars vibe going. And then once you're inside the actual mission, it is all good. Like honestly, guys, I had a buzz. Like once in a while, I get buzzing when playing a game, and I got buzzing playing this game because hey, I love Star Wars. Like I loved it growing up. I still remember getting my first Star Wars toy, and we had no ships, and all of us used to run around the playground, you know, with our character with their legs kind of bent forward and their arms sticking out, pretending they're riding around in some kind of, I don't know, X-wing, Y-wing, a TIE fighter, any of the Star Wars crafts out there. But guys, like try this on your MiSTer now. Like let me know how you get on. Like I did the first two missions, and guys, it just works. It's honestly, I feel like I'm dreaming. Like can't believe how far this core has come. And I must have missed it, but a lot of the games that required the expansion pack, when I'm loading them up now, it says expansion pack detected. So in the rest of this video, we're gonna look at commercial games. I did a video yesterday where we had a look at like Rom Hacks, prototypes, fan-made games, like original homebrew games. So today we're looking at commercial games, but we are going to look at one ROM hack because I couldn't get it working yesterday. But a friend of the channel's, someone over on the Discord, I don't know their name because their Discord name is just the Chili Pepper, but you know who you are. They told me how to get Smash Remix working, so we'll have a look at that. But anyway, guys, like Rogue Squadron is working, go and play it right now. But let's move on to the other game because I can waffle on all day about this game because I just absolutely love it. Hey y'all, this is Smash Remix, a ROM hack of Smash Brothers, and guys, like this is, like look at it, look at the extra characters you've got. I'm just kind of flicking like across the screen, but there's characters that aren't in the Smash Brothers in this. It's almost like this is like the GameCube one. It is a step up and it is amazing. So I tried getting this to work yesterday and I couldn't get it to work. So big shout out to Chili Person, you know who you are, over on Discord, that actually gave me the advice. And the advice that they gave me was, in order to get this to work, now I would have never figured it out myself, and unfortunately they gave it to me right at the end of the video, because I was speaking on the Discord saying ROM hack video kind of coming up, guys. And oh, by the way, I picked Goldman because hey man, who doesn't like Mystical Ninja? So they said, oh, this is how you do it, make sure you add it to the video. And I was like, oh dude, the video's already out, but I need to add this into a video because this is fantastic. And I know I'm speaking fast because hey, I'm fully rested and I'm super excited. Like my excitement level is 9,000 plus, guys. But honestly, okay, so in order to get this to work, if you want it to work, load Smash Brothers first. Okay, so I loaded the Japanese version of Smash Brothers, and if you're unsure, if you can't find like Smash Brothers or Super Smash Brothers Japan in like your ROM sets, have a look for, I think it's called like Nintendo All Stars, and it's got another word at the end of it. Look for that. So I ran the Japanese version of Smash Brothers. As soon as that loaded, I went to load Smash remix, and guys, it just loaded. It worked. What you're seeing here now is what I loaded up. So like, thank you, to be honest, like guys, like thank you to everyone on the Discord. Like thank you you know, for the list of like the fully playable games that Robbie has pinned to the N64 part of the Discord. That's really handy, because I'm working, honestly, when I'm doing these videos, sometimes I'm rushed. Like example now, the time now when I'm doing this voiceover is 3:20. I need to leave my house in 1 hour and 20 minutes to take my boys to the jiu-jitsu lesson with my missus and everything before going over to night shift. So like, I'm always rushed when I'm doing it, so I appreciate all the help that I get making these videos. But back to the game, guys, this is fantastic. Try it out. I never really grew up with Smash Brothers, but I love Smash Brothers for the fact that it's got a lot of my favorite characters in here, and the fact that this has got Goemon the Ninja. He chucks the coins out the way he does in, like, I remember in the SNES version. That's the one I'm most familiar with. But guys, this is fantastic. You've got to play it. It's got like Dark Samus in there. It's just got like a whole bunch of characters. Well, you had a look at the beginning, didn't you? There was a whole bunch there, and this is honestly one of the best ROM hacks I've ever seen. And I'm kind of new to the N64 ROM hacks. I've only been looking at them while covering this core, and I feel like I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole, but there's not too many. As the Nintendo 64 didn't have too many games, there's not the amount of ROM hacks out that are available for, like, I don't know, say the NES, the SNES, the Mega Drive, pretty much anything else out there. But there are some quality ones out there, like Mario Kart Amped Up and this one are two of the best, and some of the Mario 64 ones are really good as well. Anyway, let's move over to the next game. Okay guys, I am excited to bring you Excitebike 64. Now I played this and it's the first time I'm playing it, so pardon the bad gameplay, but you know what, even if I've played stuff lots, you're guaranteed bad gameplay. That's one of the things that you're guaranteed on the channel. That is the Pixel Cherry Ninja guarantee. Now, like Excitebike, I liked it. I think it was the NES version that I liked, but I actually played it when, was it part of like the Ambassador program, or did you have to buy it? I had it for the 3DS, and if you haven't checked it on the 3DS, guys, it's really good. It's 2D, you kind of do stunts, and it just looks, you know, some of those old games, like they've done a lot of the Sega classics and some of the old NES games in 3D for the 3DS, they look good. I know whenever I do my videos, I end up talking about handhelds because, hey, I just love handhelds. Absolutely love them, you know, like always play them. There's just something lovely about finishing work and playing video games in bed, you know, and on very capable machines now. But this is Excitebike on the Nintendo 64 core running. Look at it in all its glory. Do let me know in the comments below, did you play this? Because honestly, I don't think I ever played this. I don't think I ever saw the cartridge, or maybe I did see the cartridge. Maybe it came around the shop and it kind of went out, but it's not a game that we paid much attention to over here. Anyway, it does seem decent from me playing it, but it does look like you kind of need to master the braking and the cornering. Clearly, I'm not doing that, but you know, this core is coming along like it's coming along so fast. And I have to say, guys, for this test, like okay, so I looked at the list on the Discord of games that were working. I went with them, and then I tried a couple of games like Rogue Squadron, and there's going to be another game as well that I'm going to try, and they just worked. Like every single game I loaded up, it just worked. Like honestly, like the work Robert is doing is just fantastic. And I'll leave a Patreon, I'll leave a link to Robert's Patreon in the description. If you're happy with this and you're using this and you want to, you know, chuck the guy a couple of bucks, then join his Patreon. I think the lowest tier is £3. I actually joined it earlier today because, you know what, I've had so much fun with this, and playing Rogue Squadron, man, that just, it almost made me cry. But anyway, let's move on to the next game. Okay, another favorite game of many. I know a lot of people like this, and this is Pilot Wings 64. Again, this is a game I've never played. This is actually the first time I'm playing it. That's one thing I really do enjoy about this core. Now, there are, as you can see, there's some flickering going on there, and there's some issue that, well, there's some flickering going on in game as well. It's not perfect, but hey guys, it's running, it's booting. And I've always kind of liked these games, and again, I'm gonna go back to the 3DS. Like when the 3DS launched, it had the Pilot Wings game for it, and it was more of a tech demo. It wasn't even that much of a game, but man, if you've got a 3DS, man, play that game, turn on the 3D. Honestly, it's almost like you're disappearing into a world. But we're looking at Pilot Wings 64. It boots, it runs. You know, if you want to try it out now. Let me know if you played this back in the day and how you kind of got on. But I tried it, I gave it a shot, and it doesn't play too badly. I kind of thought it crashed there, but it just kind of froze and kind of jerked for a bit. And is that where I'm supposed to land? Because when I landed, I just landed like a true numbnut. And guys, since the majority of my viewers, when I'm looking at YouTube analytics, like around half of you guys are from the States. So this is for you guys, San Francisco Rush. It's working. Now, I'm not sure if I've covered this before or if it was San Francisco 2049. Honestly, hey man, I've been doing so much N64, like I can't keep track of everything I'm doing or not. And hey man, I'm lazy. I didn't go and check my previous videos, but I know this is running nice now. It's got that kind of foggy effect near the front as well. And guys, this is a fun game. Now, let me know in the comments below if you played this back in the day, and is there a mechanic? Like I felt like this didn't have any kind of skid. Like I was trying to, on certain corners, I was trying to hit the brake button and I was trying to get that kind of ridge racery outrun burnout kind of little skid gang. And that's one thing I really enjoy in like arcade races. I love that kind of skid thing. I mean, even Mario Kart's got it. I'm not criticizing this game for not having it. Each game, there are games that are different and unique in their mechanics. I just couldn't figure out how to do too well on this, but it works well, and this is quite a gem of a game, man. It's definitely good, and it really does feel like you're going 120 whatever miles an hour, man. So yeah, share your thoughts about this below. I kind of like this game. It's even got a reset button that I pressed there, and it kind of just flicked me up, because when I'm playing a lot of these games, I don't know what the buttons are. I'm literally playing it for the first time, doing a recording and kind of figuring stuff out with there. But honestly, the core is just amazing, man. Like I'm just so impressed with it. I know Robert, the developer, says like he'll get far, he'll do the core, but then it'll be some little things at the end that will probably cause the most problems, or will probably take the most amount of work. So for example, you can get 90% of the core done quickly. The way Robert is working, the final 10% is where maybe Robert is going to face the most challenges and the most hurdles. But yeah man, San Francisco Rush, we are rushing. Okay, next game, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, guys, and this is working. Okay, so this is a game I did play back in the day. One of my friends, the same friend that kind of got me onto Rogue Squadron, because actually I never owned Rogue Squadron like my friend did, and we used to hang out a lot, you know, and we used to hang around a lot. We had the Nintendo 64 with a friend called Mary Jane, who I haven't really associated with for like, I don't know, like decades now. But yeah, this was really good. Now, I seem to remember when you play this, it had like a repair mechanic in there. So when your vehicle got damaged, you could like press a button and repair it. And I remember it had like some really good characters. It had that guy, the kind of merchant guy in there as well. You know, that soju stuff. But I remember this game being a lot of fun. It kind of reminded me of like Wipeout a little bit. And do you remember that little hole you had to go through? Man, like when you hit that, it ruins the race for you. You might as well restart it, because it's gonna whack you around, turn you around, and by the time you get around that tiny little hole, everyone's overtaking you. But this was a nice surprise. Star Wars Episode 1 Racing is working. This isn't a Star Wars specific episode. I tried Rogue Squadron. I should have actually tried Star Wars Episode 1 Battle for Naboo, but you know what, guys, I'm not really a fan of Episode 1, 2 and 3. I know I've done this Racer, but I kind of left it at Rogue Squadron. Maybe I'll check that again, or let me know in the comments if you tried it, and you know, that Naboo Starfighter, whichever it was. I think there was another one that came out towards the end of the Nintendo 64 life. I haven't actually tried that. If you have, let me know in the comments below, and let me know what you think of this game as well. I definitely think it's a decent game, and I remember it looking beautiful on the Nintendo 64, you know, back in the day on a CRT, however we were playing it, and absolutely awesome. Okay, so this is Tony Hawk's Skateboarding, the original Tony Hawk skateboarding game. Not 2 or 3, they are available. I wanted to go with number 1 to see if that worked first, and bang, it did actually work. Now, I've actually cut the soundtrack for this, so there's no music for this, because hey, it's playing music and I don't want to get no copyright strikes. Guys, I tried playing Tony Hawk's when it first came out. I think I was a bit older. My younger brothers, or my youngest brother, he loved it, man. He absolutely rinsed the games out. I just couldn't get on with it, man. They just didn't click. Like, I know it's a good game. A lot of people liked it. A lot of people I know spoke really highly of it. I know, like, one of my friends that was really into this, he actually went and said that Skate, the skateboarding game by EA, is the best skating game out there. Let me know in the comments below what your best skateboarding game is. But guys, I couldn't get on with this. I'm going to go back to handhelds here, but when the Game Boy Advance came out, do you remember when you first get like a new console or a handheld or any machine out, you're kind of starved for games. There's not always too many games. And with the GBA, I think one of the launch titles was Tony Hawk's. And when we got it, my bro was like, please get it, please get it, please get it. And I ended up getting it, and I tried playing it, and it looks really good on the GBA at the time. It had really, really good graphics, really good animation, and it was like an isometric kind of game, if I remember correctly, but I just can't get on with it. But it does work. So if you were someone that played Tony Hawk's on the Nintendo 64, guys, it's here for you to play and enjoy right now. Okay, this one goes out to all my crew. This one is for you. Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go. So the finally hit. Performance we go. Okay. And then it stops. I know people like the Donkey Kong rap, and I wanted to play it to show you guys, but let's go into game now. Donkey Kong 64 is kind of working, but without sound. Okay, so guys, here we are with Donkey Kong 64, and I think this is the first time I played it. I don't remember any of my friends having it. I don't remember playing this. I don't even remember trying this on my friend's pirate device. So guys, it took me like almost 7 minutes or 6.5 minutes to get to this part. The intros are long. They're actually good to watch, but man, like, I'm trying to do this video, I'm trying to skip it, and I suck at 3D platform games. So I didn't actually get into, I guess, what would be considered the normal levels. I just kind of ran around this part, and then I got to a part where like 4 barrels came up, and I got into one of those barrels, and it kind of was teaching me stuff about the game, like swimming, and I was like, okay, I kind of need to end this video because, like I said, I'm always kind of pressed for time, or I have a certain amount of time that I have near my MiSTer that I can kind of mess around with. So this is Donkey Kong 64, guys. If you were a fan of the game, maybe you want to try it. Now, the sound crashed while I was listening to the Donkey Kong rap. Now, it could be that if you press start and skip the Donkey Kong rap and go straight into the game, you might still be able to have some sound in the game. I don't know. Try that stuff out for yourself, because it crashed at that part, and maybe, you know, the superiority and the awesomeness of the Donkey Kong rap is what, you know, caused the sound to just completely stop working. But when I'm in game, like you're seeing here, there's no sound, but I'm running around. Honestly, guys, I suck at 3D platform games. I like sharing them on here because I know a lot of you guys like them, and I can see this game is good, and for the time it would have been amazing. And that's one thing with the Donkey Kong games. I remember Donkey Kong Country coming out for the SNES, and at the time the graphics were mind-blowing. We'd seen nothing like it. It was just amazing to play. Now, even back on the SNES, this might be a little bit of opinion not many of you guys agree with, might be a bit controversial, but I never really liked the Donkey Kong Country games. I just kind of preferred the Mario games. I mean, I played them when we were together, like playing stuff like on the SNES. Like, my friend used to play them a lot. I used to watch him play it, but when I played it, yeah, I thought it was okay. I just always like Mario. But that's it, guys. Gonna wrap up this video. There's a lot of stuff working. The core's just coming along. Consider supporting Robert Peip, the developer of this core, over on Patreon. Link in description. Yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, then hey, a subscription and a like is super appreciated. Hopefully, I'll be bringing you some more videos soon, because hey, who knows? By the time you're watching this video, the core might be updated. This core was updated on the 11th. I'm filming this and I'm going to release this on the 12th. And who knows, by the time you're out, there might be an additional core out for the 12th. I'll try and keep you posted. But guys, that's it. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.